Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pascal.
And your girl Sandy.
And welcome back to another Real Beef with S&P.
Yeah, baby.
What's up, everybody? Hope you guys all do well out there, enjoying your day, making it positive, making it everything you needed to be, and more.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we all need this kind of energy as much as possible, don't we? You know what I mean?
It's Monday, honey.
As much
it's
as possible. It is Monday.
Okay, it's Monday-ing.
It really is Monday-ing.
Yeah,
okay?
For real.
Mondaying Monday. Okay? So do us a favor. Okay? Do us a solid. Hit that like button down below. Make it scream out your name. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Crush it. Okay? You know your boy and your girl working hard out here in these streets to give you guys the updates and keep you guys educated out here in these streets. Okay?
Yes, and share this feed, okay? Share our channel with others.
Yes, and
don't
be
part of the family too.
Exactly, and don't be shy. You know what I mean? To comment in the comment section in the family chat. You know what I'm saying? We will try to read as many as we can. You know, throughout the show, it'd be greatly appreciated. So join on in. The water's just fine, and we do not bite unless you ask us to. Okay. So anyway, Sandy, how was your weekend? Was it good?
Oh my God. It was everything. It was everything, you guys. My twins are now officially 7 years old. So this weekend was full of the family, and fun, celebrating the twins' birthday. So I am now the mother of 7-year-old twins, and it's crazy. I can't believe 7 years went by. So this weekend has been amazing. It was amazing. So a little tuckered out today, not gonna lie, because of all the party planning and all of that stuff. But we got through it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And they are too, and exhausted at school right now.
I mean, and that's a good birthday weekend, right?
That's
when you know that your kids are absolutely tuckered out, exhausted from all the activities and all the love that you poured into them for that weekend on their special time of when they came out those velvet curtains. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
how was your weekend?
It was good. You know, it was a busy weekend. A lot going on. You know, there was some time with we got some time to spend with the twins, which was really nice. Whole family event, which was dope. But yeah, it was a busy weekend. Literally, we're home. We're watching some just terrible horror movies, and I'm literally like going, wow. You know, I just need one weekend of just this. Just sitting here and not doing a damn thing. I know it's not coming anytime soon. But at the same time, damn, I'd give everything for just a weekend of just nothing. You know what I mean?
You got about 18 years before you get that.
I know. I got 18 years. You got 11. You got 11 more.
We in this for a minute, y'all. Okay. So
this is the long haul. You know what I'm saying? But
we in this thing.
It is all good. This is what we do. This is how we do. And it's a beautiful thing. You know, it was nice to see the whole family and be around loved ones this weekend. You know what I'm saying? But okay, we got to get into the conversation because we can't be on forever today, unfortunately, guys. But we're here to give you guys the conversation that's popping off in these streets. Okay, Chrisean Rock. I know. I'm tired of it too. But Chrisean Rock, Chrisean Rock apparently put a pause on another person. Now the thing is hold on. Because at first you might go, oh, is it somebody from like the Zeus Network? Is it? Oh, it better be Jaden, right? It better be Chrisean's baby fiance or something like that, right? You know, Stewie. Some people call her Stewie. But no, in fact, it's actually someone totally not on the list of any person you'd ever think would ever have beef or problems with Chrisean, or actually meet
or anyone for that
her
matter.
fist, or just meet the end of a fist.
Oh
Okay, let's keep it real. All right, and that what I'm talking about is this very talented individual. Apparently, he's a teddy bear, for crying out loud. His name is James James
Chanel.
Wright Chanel. Okay. And just for you guys, for some of you guys might want to have a little bit of a trip down memory lane.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to share this with you guys really quick because he went viral like 8 years ago because he did a reaction video to trying out Patti LaBelle's sweet potato pies.
Yep.
Okay. And this actually catapulted his career. Okay. But let's take a look at this. Okay.
Honey, this is the On My Own. Why did it end this way? So, Katrina, I bought you a pie. You get this video, see this video. You said buy you a pie, bitch. I bought you a pie. Bitch, I bought 5 pies. I'm gonna do a raffle. Anybody want to win a pie?
I love it.
So I'm about to slice this pie. I think that this pie, because Patti LaBelle could cook. So I'm just thinking that buying this pie, it's hard to get in this motherfucker. Patty, what you seal this bitch with? Gorilla glue? Getting into the bitch. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Come on, Patty. You better come out. Come on, Patty. I opened Patty up. Remember, support Black people, Black businesses.
That part.
Okay, so look. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. On my own. Why did it end this way?
It never gets
Come
old.
on, Patty. So let's taste the Patty. I want to taste Patty. Oh, Patty's so moist. Come on, Patty.
It makes you hungry. If you're all hungry, we are sorry.
Patty, wow. Make a video.
Perfect timing for Thanksgiving.
This is perfect. I was just about to say.
Literally. Here we go.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm. It
Patty.
is.
If anybody know Patti LaBelle, tag her in the video. Patty. Whoa, yeah. Bitch, I turned into Patty. You turned into Patty after eating this.
Woo! His voice.
That's enough. But one thing I love, one thing I love, the Patty. But one thing I love is hearing when you hear somebody speak and they can sing. Like he's got that kind of like when he just talks, you could you just know the guy can sing, right?
Yep.
You could just
You can
how
hear
musical his voice, his speaking voice is alone. I just love that stuff. That's just me being a nerd, but hilarious stuff. Okay, so that's James Wright Chanel. After this video, when this video went viral, he actually finally got to meet Patti LaBelle. Of course, in this video, he's showing off his singing abilities, all that stuff. So obviously, he has built a career off of trying out Patti LaBelle's pies. Okay, and now he's out here doing music and living his dream, which is amazing. Now, this is the person that was on the receiving end of the fists and feet that were flying from Chrisean Rock. From Chrisean Rock. Okay, Rock. All right, which is really crazy. I'm going to give you guys this article really quick. Okay, Chrisean Rock allegedly A's, because we got to use these code words.
Yes.
All right. She A's singer James Wright Chanel at Tamar Braxton show, by the way. Just so you guys have the math. Okay. So she's being accused of Aing James Wright Chanel, background singer to Tamar Braxton, during one of her recent shows. The rapper and reality star, we'll put that in quotations, okay, was reportedly invited to Braxton's concert on Friday, November 10th, where she allegedly became angry after not being allowed to perform her music for the crowd. According to a member of Braxton's team, LaTroy, which we're going to be hearing from himself in a second, LaTroy Davis, who apparently put together the whole event as well, says Rock came to the venue drunk with 1,000 people, smelling like the ganj. Okay. Davis detailed that Rock got into some sort of argument with Wright Chanel backstage about not performing and struck the singer in the face, leaving him bloody with a chipped tooth. He reportedly had to seek medical attention to stop the bleeding, the leakage from his face, because apparently she punched him in the nose and broke his tooth. Now, there is some more information here that I thought was very, very interesting. Okay. One of them is right here. And this is from LaTroy. Okay. He put this up on his Instagram. He says, I just want to tell y'all that girl, Chrisean, y'all keep hyping up aid James Wright Chanel at Tamar's concert tonight. James is in the hospital. I swear I will do everything to make sure she goes to prison. She is trash, and that's why her life is the way it is. Dramatic pause for effect.
Right. There you go.
She deserves every bad thing that happens to her. Now, the one thing that we have not heard, at least in this conversation, which I'm going to give you guys some of the information here, okay? Allegedly, Chrisean was invited. Yes, she was planned to be there. This wasn't like she just showed up out of nowhere. Now, Tamar and Chrisean know each other, and apparently they're quite friendly with each other. Okay, so she gets invited to this event. We're going to talk about that here in a second, but I'm just going to give you guys the meat and potatoes first. She's at the event. She's with a bunch of people. She clearly is reeking of weed. She's literally visibly drunk. We're going to be looking at video here in a second. She apparently goes to the front of the club or the venue because apparently one of her friends was having a hard time getting in. So she went to the front to basically say, hey, that's my friend, whatever, that's part of my crew, whatever, right? And apparently during that time, this is what is being alleged now. During that time, that was the time that she was supposed to be on stage performing her song, allegedly. She missed out on her chance because she was too busy in the front of the venue trying to get one of her friends into the venue. This is what's being said, okay? This is what's being said out here in these streets. So she goes backstage, obviously going like, I can understand being upset if the timeline is that, okay? She goes up there very hyped up, and you know how Chrisean is. She has a very short wick, if she even has a wick, okay? Mm-hmm. James Wright Chanel walks up and is telling her, like, sweetheart, we didn't know, like, I guess he was sitting there going, we didn't know you were supposed to be performing, blah, blah, blah. It just seems like there was a lot of miscommunication circulating throughout the venue. But she thought that James was just straight cap, just straight lying. So instead of her just saying, no, man, you lying, she just starts throwing bows on him out of nowhere and attacks the guy. Apparently, he did not retaliate. He just got pummeled by this woman for no reason. He was bleeding so bad, they had to take him to the hospital because of his nose and because of his chipped tooth. This is the information that we have so far. Now, let me show you guys some more videos because there's a bit to break down. I'm going to show you guys a few things. Now, I got to mute some of this ish. I'm going to show you guys the actual event itself. Hold on. Actually, let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure. Actually,
Mess Express.
Sorry, I actually can play this. Okay. Now the thing is like through this, I can play the audio to this because this is just them like showing each other love and stuff. Okay. Tamar Braxton is with Chrisean. Now let me explain something to you. I get it why Tamar has her all chummy, arms around her shoulder, all that stuff, having a grand old time. First off, if they really are friends, then they really are friends. But I get why bringing her onto the stage, because nowadays we live in a world where the industry isn't about talent anymore. It's about influence. Let's be real. We already know that Chrisean does not have any talent. No disrespect, but hey, them are the breaks. You got Tamar. Okay, out of the two, who got more talent? Tamar or Chrisean?
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck she was doing on Tamar's stage.
But I'm trying to explain this here right now. No. Let me break it down to you. It's influence. I know it doesn't make sense, but it does. The reason why is because Tamar is really trying to get her career back. Like, she has a plan on revamping her career, getting her stuff out there and blowing the F up again, getting her stuff out there to the masses again. What's one way of getting people to know who you are that may not know who you are, especially the younger audience, the younger demographic? Bingo, Chrisean, because she's trash, but she's also got people all up in her videos, all up on her Instagrams, well, at least when it was up, and all that stuff. So she, of course, is chummy, got her arm around her, blah, 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 because this helps her get more clout. Tamar has light years more talent.
Okay.
She has light years more talent than Chrisean, but this is a marketing move. This is a marketing move. Let's bring her on because she's got a lot of views. She's got a lot of followers. Those people might like my voice and buy my album too. It's all through osmosis, right? It's guerrilla social media marketing. Let me just use this as great PR for us.
I want to discuss that after we play.
We will,
because we're going to discuss that part.
We will, but we do live in a world where it's all about influence over talent now. It's not somebody who's like, man, that girl got a fire voice. It's really about, oh, how many likes you got, how many views you got, how many roles, how many replays you get. Let's be real. Unfortunately, we live in that world. And that's on men too, okay? Because let's be real. James Wright Chanel should have his own albums out here, should be praised and looked at and loved and all that, because he has a crazy amount of talent. But there's plenty of good-looking guys who just go ooh, whoa, and make millions of dollars because they got a six-pack and a chiseled chin. You see what I'm saying? So let's just be real. It's on both sides of the fence. It's about influence over talent nowadays. I totally feel that. Okay, but in this video, you can see they're just all chummy. Let's take a look at this. We're going to take a few seconds of it. This is loud as hell.
This is my baby. It's a party boy. Y'all like this bitch up? Y'all like this bitch up?
Pause.
Sorry, hold on. There we go.
Okay, I need y'all to just. I need. Y'all
I feel like that's enough. We get it.
No, hold up. I need y'all to recognize the fact that she just said, light this bitch up at a Tamar Braxton concert when she's about to sing Love and War. If you're familiar, I need y'all to just realize what just happened.
Wait, hold on. But you also got to remember, look at the two different styles. You got a woman in a full-on nightgown, like
evening gown.
Evening gown. Thank you. Not a nightgown, but an evening gown. Okay, sequenced, elegant, beautiful, all that. And then you got Chrisean.
Fashion Nova. Okay, it's Fashion Nova. Only reason why I know that is because they didn't deliver a whole bunch of shit to her house. I wish they had delivered her a stylist.
That is Sheen.
Well, all at that moment, okay? Because we don't know I don't know what, man.
Okay.
She said, light this bitch up at a Tamar Braxton concert.
Hey, but I'm just saying, it's yin and yang, okay? Yeah, yin and yang, right? Being in the same room at the same time. You got elegance, or seemingly old, grown and sexy. And then you got young and ratchet in the same room. But at the same time, there's an opportunity for Tamar to capitalize on the younger crowd, getting people interested in her or re-interested in her. Okay. The other thing too also is this is also helping Tamar Braxton now too, because everybody's like, oh snap, I used to love that song. Okay, everybody doing that now. Let's be real. Now everybody's well, there's no such thing as bad publicity, though, right? So
for her, this is
for Chrisean, yes, this is terrible for Chrisean
and for Tamar too, because the reality is, at the end of the day, this is a liability. Hello, James is a staff member, an employee, right? And so if they arranged for Chrisean to be there, you know what I mean? And she's having employees getting assaulted by those they aid by those who are coming or being a part of the show or being invited to the show. That's a liability for Tamar too. And all the staff. And allegedly her best friend LaTroy was the one who arranged for Chrisean to be there
Yes.
as well. Oh, and sidebar before we play the clip,
Okay.
please bear in mind too that, and he's going to say it in the clip, that LaTroy is also stating the fact that he didn't even know that Chrisean performed music.
Exactly. See,
that's a whole lie.
That's the problem with this whole situation, because you got the sources saying she went out in the front. She was trying to get one of her friends into the club. There was an issue in the front. And during that particular time, that's when she was supposed to perform. If they didn't know she made music, if they didn't know that she was a performer, then how would they skip over her song if they didn't know she even had a song to begin with? So the timeline, the information, the math is not fully mathing on that. But at the same time, that does not garner someone getting that pissed off to walk over and punch a background singer who's just sitting there going, sweetheart, we didn't know. Maybe James really didn't know personally. Maybe he didn't know. Remember, this may have been a last minute addition to the show. Oh, Chrisean's coming through. Who? Okay, bet. Maybe they didn't know who she is. But at the same time, who doesn't know who she is? I know her and I don't want to know her.
And not for the best reasons, clearly. But the reality is, I don't care. You could be living under a rock and you know that she has performed some form of music at some point. It's horrible music. It's whack ass music. Okay. It's garbage music. But there ain't no way on God's green earth that LaTroy didn't know that she had any kind of music out there. Okay. In some way, shape, or form. And the reality is here, right? For me, I would say with this entire situation, I know you're going to play the LaTroy clip in a second. To me, I don't feel as though with this whole Tamar Braxton thing and the possibility of her having wanted Chrisean to be at the concert or be a part of the concert or just appear on stage at the concert, whatever their intention was a clout thing. Okay. I personally think, and my understanding is too, a little bit, that Tamar has been trying to, in some form, support Chrisean, right? And so when Chrisean has gone live and those types of things, she's reached out to Chrisean, right? And kind of shown love and support, kind of as an older sibling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, mommy dearest, like, girl, you got this, blah, 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 trying to be supportive. So my understanding, how I would have taken it, you know what I'm saying? Or at least how I took it. I feel as though Tamar was just trying to bring her on, and not necessarily for clout or to gain the younger followers. Because if Tamar thinks that the people that watch Chrisean, that support Chrisean, are the same people that are going to buy Love and War and any of the other shit she puts out, she is straight tripping. Okay. Because the people that support Chrisean ain't the people that are going to buy Love and War. Let's just keep it a buck. Okay. Nah, bro. These are the same people who like, it's a vibe all the time. No, they're not buying Love and War. They want that little Mabu song or whatever.
But she might get like, but she might get a few out of them though too. You got to remember, not everybody that sits there and listens to ratchet tracks. Not everybody just listens to that. There's people out there that are eclectic, that listen to everything, classical music to punk rock. You never know.
She didn't need Chrisean's audience. Okay, let's just keep it a buck. Chrisean was not the person. There are plenty of other people that didn't went viral for so many other things that are more positive than this. Okay, that she could have brought on that daggone stage.
You're right.
But I personally think with this, I think it was a situation where she was just trying to act as big sister. This is just my impression. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know this for a fact, right? But to maybe just bring her out, show some love, some support, because Chrisean has been going through it, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, Tamar has shown love to her when she has come out on lives and that type of thing. So maybe to kind of act in that role, although LaTroy did mention the fact, when you're going to play the clip, that it was him who actually arranged for Chrisean to actually be, part of the show in some way, shape, or form. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't personally think it was something where Tamar brought her out because she was trying to get her followers, or, you know what I'm saying? Followers to, kind of, whatever. I don't see that for her. You know what I mean? But you just never know. Okay. I'm just cracking the hell up at the fact that LaTroy is over here talking about, I didn't even know she did music. Okay. That part is crazy to me. Then on top of the fact that, of all people to bring up on stage, I'm still tripping over that shit too, right? Chrisean of all people. And then here's my thing. if you're gonna bring her out at the beginning of your show. Or bring her out on a ratchet song, on something a little bit more upbeat. Why Love and War? This is literally the Love and War 10-year anniversary tour. Yeah. This ain't the time when you're about to sing your signature piece.
So one thing,
bring this crackhead of a mess child up on your stage. I'm just saying.
So one thing I will say, one thing that really aggravates me is apparently she was like off to the side while she was singing the Love and War song. She was off on the side of the stage, like twerking and doing all this ratchet shit. Yeah. And it is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Because it's a juxtaposition to the actual vibe that song really, needs. Right. But she's out here twerking and doing all this ratchet stuff. But let's be real. Bringing her out earlier on in the show, was she going to show up on time? Probably not. 2, it's a lot better when you have people there and then suddenly it's hey, she's here. She may have showed up just conveniently or coincidentally at that time, right when she was about to perform that song. Like, oh, this is my girl, this is my boo, blah blah blah. It is what it is. But what transpired. Oof. But she was showing up drunk, high, acting a fool, and all that. Okay. And that really pissed off not only just Tamar's team, but apparently Chrisean was pissed off too, because she didn't get a chance to perform her song now, or one of her songs. Okay. Or as LaTroy called it, her ringtone. Okay. Right. So we got to play this. There's a couple different videos. We got a couple different videos. So we got to go through these things really, really quick. But some people are sitting here saying, nah, he just straight shaming her for doing what she did, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think there's part of that too. I'm not going to sit here and say that isn't part of it. I think he's very, very pissed off, and he's expressing his frustration, rightfully so.
And rightfully so. Yes.
But let me play a couple of these things for y'all.
Where was her PR agent? Why are you doing that? Where was her PR?
I'm
still tripping over the fact that they thought bringing Chrisean out to her show on this tour was a good idea. Whoever's idea it was, whether it was LaTroy or Tamar's, it was probably Tamar, and Tamar probably communicated that to LaTroy, and LaTroy did the coordination. Okay, because I don't see LaTroy being like, you know what, we should have Chrisean on the show.
It's just the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. But at the same time, they could look at that as an opportunity for more people to show up to the more audience, more butts in the seats, more ticket sales, more views, more clicks, more hashtag of her name out here, because her name now is being associated with Chrisean. No, I know now they're getting that now.
Right. They got it.
It's not, but at the same time, like I said, there's no such thing as bad publicity and all that. But there is a few things I want to pull out here really quick in some comments that people were saying on Neighborhood Talk, just talking about this. Somebody said, and it's very polarizing. Some people are pro Chrisean, some people are pro James, right? So one of them said, Chrisean not about to do nothing but say Tamar wanted her clout, expose them DMs, and get on here and make it seem like James disrespected her. Another person said, y'all eat up the blog's post without using your brain. So y'all believe that y'all believe that girl hit up that big brown gay man for no reason, but like for real. She needs to control her anger, but I could guarantee he was being shady as F. I mean, that's just one thing. It's time to cancel her. She think everywhere she goes, she is Zeus, no class. Y'all made this girl think her animal-like activities were cute. Life isn't baddies, sweetie. Sorry, but I'd be pressing charges because she needs to be held accountable. I'm tired.
We all are.
I'm tired of this child because she is not a grown woman. This type of behavior cannot be tolerated, and it is time to start making an example of what can happen when you do things like this. The fact that she is a mother acting like this is beyond cray, and I agree as well. Let's take a look at this video, though, because we got some video that of LaTroy explaining everything. He's apparently the one who put her on to the thing. But he says he didn't know she had music. Okay, let's play it.
I don't even care at this point. Whoever want to get mad at me can get mad at me. Y'all got to stop. First of all, let me tell you about this ghetto, disgusting gutter butt. I don't even want to call her a girl. First of all, she's trash. She should have never been at my show. So she come to Tamar concert, which I planned, and I will say that, drunk, with 1,000 people, smelling like weed, looking dumb, okay? And so apparently she makes music. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And apparently she wanted to drop a beat. So she was mad that she didn't get to perform. I didn't know she was a performer. And even if I did know she was staged, that everybody has worked their ass off to make. So she called, first of all, y'all see the video. She was up there, a drunk fool, okay?
He had to get that in there. He stopped to get that pop in there.
He had to get the pop in there.
He said,
damn. He
waited. He marinated on that pop.
He mad. He's so mad. He's so mad.
Now she
stop pausing it because there's like 3 clips, okay? Yeah. But she's big mad. But he's sitting here saying he did not know that she was an actual performer. And then also on top of that, he also added, and if she was a performer, she didn't deserve to be on that stage performing any of her trash.
She was, and you allowed it. So okay. You know, I'm just saying.
The tongue pop, man.
He was. He let it marinate. He let it marinate and got it together. It was a perfect pop. Okay.
That shit had bass to it. Okay.
For real.
Oh damn! That shit shattered the Sistine Chapel. Okay, let's continue. Damn.
Now she probably took your man upset because she didn't get to perform. So again, y'all saw her show her dumb ass during Love and War. She ruined the song. She ruined the concert. She ruined the moment. So then she go backstage and she is upset, okay, because she didn't get to perform her ringtone. So she storms in Tamar's dressing room with 1,000 people, okay? And everybody's like, nobody knew you were supposed to perform a song. We didn't even know that you made music. We thought you was on Zeus. Right? So everybody's trying to calm her down. She's in there rough, like a dungeon dragon, right? So James is like, oh, it wasn't on purpose. Like nobody tried to like,
okay, Nikki.
know that you were supposed to sing. She like, lie again. And James like, no, nobody knew. And she hit James right in his face, chipped James' tooth. James' face is bloody. James is at the hospital.
Hold on. There's more. One more clip.
Now because his nose will not stop bleeding.
That's crazy.
She's going to prison. And I promise you, and we can cancel all this shit right now. You don't come to nobody's show. Everybody has worked their behind off.
Oh, he
to make this tour amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I love how he suddenly now is focused on trying to keep it clean.
Right. Now he's filtering.
Mother, I'm a child of God. I'm a child of God. That's hilarious. Let's continue.
And we don't have a lot of help. So never will I ever let anyone get away coming to anything that anybody I know and care about plan and work hard for and assault them, and I'm letting it go. So I want everybody to let Chrisean know.
I can't.
Did he just say croissant? Okay. Croissant.
Croissant.
Whoever she is and whatever she does, I'm coming for every coin she has. And y'all know me, I'm not going to stop. I can't stop, won't stop Rockefeller Records. You do not come to my show and assault people that are working on my show. Okay, I might not have sang Love and War, but I'm the only reason everybody.
Okay, he's the only reason everybody's there. Okay.
Hold on. Hold that thought 2 seconds. Okay. So real quick, right? So allegedly, Chrisean was supposed to perform.
Allegedly.
If that is the case or was the case, question 1. Wouldn't the band and everybody there have, when you have concerts or whatever, right? Big or small, you're going to have a set list. You're also going to rehearse, right? You're going to do sound checks.
True.
You're going to do all the things. Am I correct?
Yes and no, but I'll interject in a second.
Right.
Go ahead.
So, right, typically, from my understanding, and I ain't never had a concert before, but I'm saying my understanding is that. So if that was the case, why? I mean, if she allegedly was supposed to perform, wouldn't they have done a sound check of some sort? Wouldn't they have arranged for the band or whoever to have her music, the DJ to have her music, to have it ready to go, right? There's certain things that would have been put in place, I would assume, right, to allow for that to happen, which is why for me, okay, I don't think they had any intention on her performing, regardless of what Croissant is saying, okay? I personally think it was just Tamar wanting to bring her on stage to, show her some love, right? It was a quick viral. It would have been a quick viral moment for her, for sure, because that definitely would have been viral. I mean, in addition to the fact that it's viral now, but it still would have gone viral. People would have been like, it would have been all over the blogs. Oh, she brought Chrisean on the show to give her some love, blah, blah, blah. But that's all I think was the case. In this particular situation, I think she was just trying to show some love. I think she wanted her to get on, to be a part of the show in some capacity, in the sense of showing her love by bringing her on stage. She arranged for LaTroy to do it, to arrange for that. Okay. Right. He did so. Her and her camp, or her team, as Chrisean says, okay, showed up assuming they were going to perform. They weren't supposed to. Okay. And it ended up being a hot ass mess express. They ended up going viral for the wrong reasons. And that's how it went down, right? And obviously someone was in the line of fire, James, unfortunately, with Croissant's wrath, okay? But there's things that would have been, I think personally, would have been set up if she was truly supposed to perform at that concert. I would assume they would have given her a set list to say, okay, you're after this song, right? Or no doubt. A sound check, or something would have been given to the DJ. There's some planning that would have taken place that would have been confirmation for Chrisean to know that she was going to perform, period. Yeah. Right? So I just don't think that was going to be the case. I think Chrisean just assumed whatever it was and just kept it moving. The other side of it is I'm like, where the fuck is her manager? Do you have one? Okay, because you'll see in Chrisean's response here in a little bit, Chrisean is saying that she communicated with Tamar about having this appearance or making this appearance, right? Right. My thing is, why are you talking to Tamar? Why is Tamar? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You guys have built a little bit of a rapport, but my thing is, where is Chrisean's team? All this money she's spending on these motherfucking chains on her neck and all this other shit. She done made a whole diamond encrusted pacifier for her damn baby and all this other shit, right? And you're not putting any money into your PR, your person, a damn lawyer at this point, because I swear this girl's got a gazillion and one mugshots, and she gonna add another one if he decides to press charges, which right now we don't know if he's going to or not. Okay. Meanwhile, right. He should. He
can't. The only way he can retaliate, because let's be real, that's the other conversation we didn't have yet either. It's and I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But I do want to. Okay, because I want to go. I do want to talk about the DJ thing, or the performance talk.
Please do.
But I do want to talk about that James pressing charges thing too. So can we just put that as a sidebar for a second, or put that as on the side for a second, and I'm going to talk about that sound thing. The set breakdown or the set list. Okay, so let's be real. Chrisean, I'm sure I can see that there could have been a misunderstanding. I can see that there's a misunderstanding that transpired. One, she was, I'm sure, corresponding with Tamar on her DMs. Then all of a sudden, Tamar was like, yeah, come through. It'd be fun. It'll be dope, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, I'll come and make an appearance. Sure, why not? Maybe in her mind, she instantly thought, oh, I'm going to get a chance to perform my latest track, whatever that latest track is, okay? And promote my stuff, right? Now, if now I want to know what the DJ knows, because it's all about the DJ. Because if the DJ is the one who's going to be playing the track, spinning it, and doing whatever he needs to do to make them sound good during the performance or during the event. Now, during the event, if she thought if they knew that she was planned to perform, because like I said, there's two different stories being said, that the DJ would be the one to talk to and ask, hey, did you know? Did you have the track for her ready, set up so that she could perform after Love and War, or or any of these other songs that Tamar is performing tonight? Because let's be real, it's not like Tamar had a full band behind her with strings and orchestras and stuff like that. It takes 2 seconds, and let's be real, the Chrisean's songs are not that complicated. Okay, they're very, very simple. All right, all she needs is a DJ, and she get on there and do her thing. Okay, imagine her twerking with violins. I mean, I'm sure at some point it will happen, but at the same time, now that I said it, but on some real stuff, I have yet to see that so far. Okay, with Chrisean at least. Lizzo, I can see. Chrisean, not so much. So now when we look at that, that's the instant thing I say. What about the DJ? What does the DJ have to say about this whole thing? Because he's the one who really does control the like at least knows the breakdown of everything. Because let's be real, if they said yes, we're gonna have Chrisean perform, and say the background singers didn't even know. Let's keep it real. What if they didn't know, and they just said, hey, we're just gonna pull it up. She's gonna sing. She's gonna rap for 3 minutes. Right. She's gonna rap for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? They don't really need to know. They could just vibe out in the background. They could do whatever the hell they need to do. You know, they could step off stage, whatever. It's a quick audible to let them know, guys, come off stage. She's performing real quick. Oh, whoa, she's performing. All right, I'm gonna step out the way and do your thing. Or I'm gonna stand there and just have a good time, vibing out. Whatever it is, it's just gonna be one big ass party on the stage for 3 to 5 minutes, and we're going to keep on moving with the rest of the show. But this is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Right. So there could be that situation where James Wright Chanel really didn't know at all as far as background singers go. Maybe Tamar knew more than everybody else, but at the same time, because literally Tamar could have been like, yeah, she can sing her song now. Yeah. Literally audible. Yeah, go and sing that. Go ahead. Go on, girl. Sing that song now. Go ahead. Yeah. It was boom, and then drop the beat. It's very, very simple when it comes to that. So it could be, a land of ambiguous, like completely a sea of ambiguity, not even knowing what the hell is really going on, miscommunication going left and right. Maybe LaTroy really didn't know that she was going to perform. Maybe that was something that was, like you said, maybe it was a conversation that was had between Tamar and Chrisean, and then it didn't go the way it went. But I will say this though, going into the sidebar piece, keep your daggone hands to your goddamn self. That's part. Keep your hands to yourself. Doesn't matter how much you feel that you've been led astray, run amok, bamboozled up on this mother lover. It doesn't matter. You handle the situation with like an adult. Diplomatically. Okay.
It's like we're on the playground and we're trying to tell the kids to keep their hands to themselves.
It's
a grown-ass child.
It is so frustrating because a lot of times you see these kind of situations where these people are getting gassed up. They're just getting gassed up by their people, or they think that they got a lot more bravado because they got thousands of people, in their corner. And you got this guy who's allegedly innocently saying, sweetheart, we didn't know you were performing. And she says, say that again. And obviously she's getting gassed up by her crew, by her little minions. And next thing you know, she got to show up. Now it's Zeus all over again. Now Zeus Network all over again. What the hell is wrong with you? Now, when it comes to
Tamar was in the room. Allegedly
she was in the room too.
But Tamar hasn't said anything.
And that doesn't make any sense either. And it's sad because she should be jumping fast on the side of her teammate, on her background singer. What Chrisean did was wrong. Doesn't matter if she was supposed to perform or not. You don't put your hands on somebody else. Now, I wanted to say this. This is the sidebar part. A lot of people have been talking about this whole thing too when it comes to the fact that James did not retaliate. He didn't put his paws back on her. Let me tell you this. First off, he's a gentleman. Second, he's a big man. She's what, 100 and something pounds wet. He's a big man. Now he could have easily used his size to physically intimidate this woman, but I'm sure he got sucker punched, surprised by this attack. And of course, also another thing, if he was to raise his hands on her, which I don't recommend, okay, leave like a gentleman. Okay, but if walk away like a gentleman, okay, if you can, if you got to crawl, you got to crawl. But you think that if he put his paws on her, those thousands of guys, people that were with her, wouldn't be putting their paws on him too? So on some real stuff, it's not good. Okay, it doesn't matter. The other thing too is that the only way he can retaliate is by pressing charges on her. That's the only way that is the 1-2 uppercut combo.
That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do, because she needs to learn. At the end of the day, the only way she's going to learn is, and I hate to say this because this is something that I've been avoiding saying for real, for a minute and a half, but it's going to take her ass to get a jail sentence doing this dumbass shit. Okay. Because there's been far too many instances of this shit, or losing her child. Because the fact of the matter is that the authorities, enough of this stuff is out there. And I'm sure I can almost guarantee that she has had somebody visit her house. As many things that has transpired since the birth of her child, I guarantee you she's already been visited. Okay. But if she hasn't, oh, bitch, they're coming. Okay. Because there's only so many more times you can do this, and for it not to be a question that is raised. Right. And I never, ever, ever, this is not to support anyone having their child taken away. But at the end of the day, you are a whole mom out here, and a very, very public one that showcases every damn thing. There's only so much of this dumbass shit you're going to be able to do before this shit catches up with you. And at the end of the day, I always tell people who talk shit, one day you gonna meet that motherfucker and fuck around and find out. Okay? And it doesn't have to be that they retaliate physically. And I'm never going to encourage anybody to do that either. Okay? We're completely against that. But they can retaliate legally. Okay. And the one thing she don't want to do is be in jail and not be with her son. So at the end of the day, her dumb ass needs to sit down somewhere, take care of her damn child, get the fuck off the internet, and keep it the fuck pushing. Tamar, I will say with this, granted, it just happened Friday, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's a public figure. You got to do what you got to do, and work it out with your PR and da-da-da-da. She got to work with LaTroy. You got to calm his ass down. You got to talk to James, figure out some shit with James too. So she has a lot to fix. Okay. It's a mess, because James, at the end of the day, was aide working for her. Okay. So that's her staff, who has now been aide by somebody that she allegedly brought on. Okay. Then on top of that, LaTroy and all of that, right? Then she's got to continue the rest of her tour. Okay. Then there's liabilities. There's all of that. Right. But I will say this one thing that should happen at some point, even though I know some people may say she should stay quiet and just keep it moving and not say anything. She should say something, because at the end of the day, A is wrong. Right.
Absolutely.
And so have your friends back, because I'm assuming you're friends with James. She's been working with him for a while now. Have his back and say something in support of him, regardless of what you did and brought in bringing her on. But at least say, while I was trying to support Chrisean, A is not okay and will not be tolerated. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping, but I agree with you 100%. I just hope that she's talking to her PR team, which I feel like this is not something. This is not. This is as easy as peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. In my personal opinion, you don't need to go and discuss this with anybody. Get on your social medias, whatever it is you need to do, and do exactly what you just said. I feel like it's idiotic for you know what I mean? This is so rudimentary. It's an easy choice, and it's an easy path to go down and say, hey, listen, I don't condone any of this. This is all bad. There was there was too much miscommunication going on. A misunderstanding went down and things transpired. But I do not condone this until we get, until we know more about what's going on, because I'm still in the dark about this too. I'm still trying to figure things out too. I'm just going to say this. I stand with zero tolerance on violence. That's it. Zero tolerance on violence. Period. That is it.
She
Now,
has been completely quiet.
really quick, guys, just so you guys know, Tamar, I know some of y'all are going, who Tamar? Tamar Braxton is Tony Braxton's sister. Just so you guys know, just a little bit of a background on that. Please go and Google her. Great voice,
Beautiful
great singer. Okay, extremely talented. Okay,
A little
Braxton,
ratchet too. She's a
little
little
ratchet,
ratchet,
little
which is why
ratchet.
I feel like she felt for Chrisean, because she's got a little bit of that ratchet in her too.
She got
So
that.
I get it.
But at the same time, she
You know what I
should
mean?
not be. But that's the thing, though. It's also like, if you are going out here and you are presenting yourself as such, you need to be as such. That's just what I think. Stop bringing in ratchetness into your world, because it only brings more drama and problems into your life. That's just what I think too. But if you ratchet, then let it be that, and then let the crowd and the energy that you that you provoke and that you immerse yourself in. Let it do what it do. Let it talk. You see what I'm saying? But if that's your life, that's your life. But at the same time, if you're out here wearing a freaking evening gown, singing Love and War and doing all this, that, and the third, I mean, just be smart with who you choosing to put on this damn stage. There's plenty other girls. There's plenty other girls out here. Okay, plenty other artists out here that are actual artists that would have been more than happy to share that stage with Tamar. Okay, that may not know her, but hey, an opportunity to get to know her type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's,
You know what's so sad?
that's just the thing.
We got people who's who's in that genre of music as Chrisean, like Sexy Red and da 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 da. And even they know how to conduct themselves better than Chrisean does. That's what's so fucked up about the situation. You know what I'm saying? She was better off getting Sexy Red on the damn stage at this point.
And Sexy Red
with her pregnant self twerking on the stage doing the splits. Okay, with a full-on belly. She was better off getting Sexy Red on stage.
How is that sexy though? That's another conversation. Another conversation. I just don't want that vision. I don't want that visage in my head.
I'm just saying.
So, but yeah, you're right.
Or at the very least, if you were going to bring Chrisean on stage, okay, cool. Your ass should have had her come on as maybe the opener. Maybe have her hype the stage up. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Get her the fuck over with.
Man.
Get her off stage and perform the rest of your shit. And here's the thing: there's been clips everywhere.
I'm gonna get this up here though.
How much Chrisean was drinking backstage at that concert? She was on dark liquor, taking straight shots of Henny and chasing it with Sprite.
Okay, so that's the other. Thank you for that, and thank you so much for that detail as well. Now that's the thing. Last week, wasn't she just on shoot? Wasn't she on Jason Lee's show? What's that show called? The Neighborhood Talk, right? Ain't it the Neighborhood?
No, Hollywood Unlocked.
Hollywood Unlocked. My bad. Sorry. We got Neighborhood Talk in my face, and then you know what I mean. But shout out to Jason Lee. Okay, he's been doing his thing. Okay, and honestly, I was very impressed by him with the interview with Chrisean, and actually impressed with him with the interview with Blueface and Stewie as well.
They did numbers, honey.
And they did crazy numbers. But she's dumb. She's okay, but she's really dumb. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to say it like that, but there's no other word to describe it. She's just very young in the head, and I wish it was a different situation. But anyway, in that interview, she's talking about getting sober and not doing all this stuff. She's drinking water allegedly during the entire interview, and then still she shows up high and drunk as hell at this concert. And I'm going, wait a second, aren't you allegedly with child right now?
Because she's been alluding to this. She's been alluding to that. She's been saying, well, I could be pregnant now.
And it's like, okay, but you still out here drinking and smoking and acting a damn fool. You're going to have a crack baby, man. Like, I'm just telling you, this is some stupid stuff. This is stupid stuff. And it pisses me off, because it's like fame is given to the wrong people.
Girl.
Why?
Girl,
I hate it.
Look, understand this, you guys. What the fuck do we know Chrisean for?
Nothing.
Answer me that.
Oh, I answered it.
Those of you who know Chrisean, the fuck we know her for?
Nothing.
It ain't her talent. It ain't her music. Okay?
Let me tell you guys.
It ain't even her looks, because half the time she's looking, and this is not, I'm not trying to be shady, I'm just keeping it a buck. She'd be looking busted and disgusted. Honey, listen. Because half the time she's wearing a damn satin cap. Her tooth is half in and out. She can't decide if she wants to go toothless or not. Okay? And she's a beautiful girl. And the reality is, she really could do something with all of this fucking, the people that are invested in her, which is millions of people, clearly, because every time she goes live, it's thousands of people on her live. She can really do something with the shit, right? But what's going to happen is she's going to literally waste all of that shit. And earlier when we were talking about this story earlier on the phone, what did we say? She going to be one of them washed up Z-list celebrities that show up on these shows like, where are they now? Right? I was saying this just a little bit ago. Where are they now? We ain't heard from the bitch. I'm just saying. What the fuck is she doing that has anything to do with music? Yeah. Okay, and she's supposedly an artist. Like, the only reason why she gets what she gets, the reason why she's invited to these stages, Tamar's and others included, the reason why she's getting what she gets is simply because of the drama that she puts out there.
Yep.
But my thing is, when people are sick and tired of watching that dumbass drama unfold, okay, what the fuck else can she do to make money?
Nothing.
What is she gonna do?
You know what's going to happen? She's going to, like I was telling you off camera, that you just interject here now. She's going to be on those washed up actors or reality show star type of reality show. It's going to be one of those things where she's like the female.
I hate this.
She going to be like the female Flavor Flav up in this bitch. I hate to say it, no disrespect to Flavor Flav, but at the same time, it's going to be like that. Okay, she gonna be on something like, remember her from this thing back in the day? You'll be like, oh my God, I totally forgot about Chrisean. And then she gonna talk about how she got all addicted and this, and this. It was in a toxic relationship, found alcohol and weed and drugs and all that stuff. But then now she's on a better path. But she always gonna be a part of the ratchet bull crap that she surrounds herself in until she cleans her whole act up like 110%. But she never will because of the people that she's around. She's around sycophantic yes people, and none of them want her to change because that's what makes her money. That's the issue that we have. Now let's take a look at this.
For so long, y'all. People are gonna get sick of this shit.
Let's take a look at this video though, because we don't have a lot of time, but we got to take a look at this video. Okay. But this is the thing. Like she needs therapy, man. I'm just saying that she needs an Oprah moment. Okay, or a Gail moment, or a Stephanopoulos moment. I don't know, somebody. A Dr. Phil, a Steve Wilkos.
Oprah, don't waste your time. Oprah, Gail, none of y'all. Don't waste your time on this girl.
Somebody.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm always going to have hope for people that they can change because anyone and everyone has the capacity to change.
Yeah.
But Oprah, Gail, all y'all, stay the fuck away from all that shit. Stay away from this. This is too much.
Anybody can change.
Done that shit too. Fuck that.
Let's take a listen.
I don't know what's going on and why niggas popping it like I'm not just a female, like, and the clout chasing shit is kind of it's getting out of hand. So
really clout chasing.
Well, it was nothing between me and Tamar. It had nothing to do with any of that. But I don't know I don't know. It was just like wicked stuff started happening, and then I don't know. And then I let that go. Well, nigga, I went to a party. Went back home to my kid, nigga. What? Like, I had fun. What I don't get is the storytelling. Like, why everybody storytelling? Y'all got all the videos of us cheering, praying. Y'all was posted that. Post the other shit y'all talking about because everything is recorded and documented. So.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So she's now claiming, because this is the first time I've actually heard this. So she's claiming now that they were praying and cheering with each other, or like as a group, they were all praying together, having a good time before the actual event, if I'm correct.
I've seen clips of them having a good time and enjoying themselves. I did see a clip of her bending it over right in front of Tamar, right next to Tony, and Tony gave her this complete side eye, like, okay. So they were doing a little,
I did see that video. I thought that, I didn't know that was the same night. I actually thought that was a completely different, like a totally different night. I just didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, I believe it was the same night because Tony also, I believe, was on the stage that evening as well, singing with Tamar, right? Yep. So she brought her on stage earlier, right? I couldn't even imagine if Tony was on stage when all that went down. Oh my Lord, man. Anyway. But did you hear? I mean, she said nothing about her not having done anything.
No,
she's just like, look,
you're not denying it.
I mean, that was what was. I mean, I had fun. That's what that's her focus.
She
And,
dumb.
and she feels as though it's clout chasing.
She dumb.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck does Tamar need
She
this?
dumb.
This
She
is not
dumb.
clout chasing to me. I
It's
just, man,
she
girl,
dumb, bro.
you don't get you some talent and go get you do something.
you,
But
you know what? You know
I
what,
just,
bro?
I'm just so sick of her. I'm just tired of her.
You know what? I don't know, man. The world is so different now, and the way people talk nowadays is different now too. I don't know, man. There's something about this that just I don't know. I know she's young, okay, but now you got a baby. You got something that you have to worry about, and that's your legacy that you just brought into the world.
Right.
And there's a possibility, or there could be a very good possibility of another addition to your legacy being brought into the world. You now have to be working and walking around these streets and performing differently now. This is now you are responsible for somebody else. You are responsible for another living human being. But if you're out here acting irresponsible, that reflects on your own children too. You don't think that they're going to be seeing these later on in life? If you continue with this lifestyle, you think that your kids aren't going to get influenced by the stuff that you're putting out here in these streets? Like, she really needs to wake the F up. I mean, this is the same thing with Blue.
On the
but
internet.
It's the same. Exactly. It's the same thing with Blueface. It's the same thing with Jaden. It's the same thing with all the people that surround her on her everyday basis. It's crazy to me that she could sit here in this video and actually basically say, "Oh yeah, I had a great time, and I don't even know why everybody's tripping about this." You know what I'm saying? It just
literally
doesn't
how
make any sense.
responded.
But that is some crazy mentality that automatically thinks that you can do no wrong, that you've done no wrong. And it's like, wait a second, you did. You put your hands on somebody. You shouldn't have. Even if he said something to you that was remotely something that just irked your soul a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Did he put his paws on you first?
That part.
Did he? No. So why throw the first punch, especially when you already have? Even if it was, say that he said, "We didn't even want you on that stage, bitch."
Right.
If he said that, still does not mean you put your paws on them. You have so much to live for now. Your legacy, your child. They could take that baby away from you if you keep acting out like this. You keep doing these things, that stuff is going to come back and bite you in the ass so hard, you're going to regret it big time. And then next thing you know, that baby's going to be in Blue Sean's hands. Do you want it in Blue Sean's hands? I don't. I'll answer it for you. I don't.
You said Blue Sean.
I said Blue Sean. In Blueface's hands. That's what I meant. Blue Sean. I say Blue Sean. Fuck it. Okay?
Listen.
Because it is Blue Sean. Because it is Blue Sean.
We do not need blue balls to be a father. Okay. We just don't need him to be a full custody dad. I mean, neither one of these two.
Neither
one of these two.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Sending love to James. Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, he done went to the hospital. You know, allegedly his tooth was chipped. I also heard that his nose might have gotten broke. I did hear that too. Okay, that allegedly his nose might have gotten broke in the process, and why his nose was not, it wouldn't stop bleeding. It's unfortunate that this happened. I still am. I'm still shooketh that Tamar thought this was a good idea. Okay, because I truly don't think it was LaTroy or whatever, LaTroy, okay, who thought, you know what, let's bring Chrisean of all people on stage. I really think it was something where Tamar was like, let's just, we're gonna bring her on stage, whoop de woo, right? And he just followed orders because he works for her essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am very curious to see if James is actually going to press charges. I hope he does.
He will.
I really hope he does. And I also hope that James is okay, of course. And then I also hope that Tamar comes out with some form of statement. I think the quiet right now, her not coming out with anything is not the best look. There are instances where staying quiet works in your favor, right? Sometimes it's okay to not come out with a statement right away. So I get it. If that's what they're trying to do is figure out the back stuff, especially because, there's liabilities involved. I get that. But at some point in time, Tamar needs to come out with some form of statement. And I feel like it needs to be a statement rallied around her friend, her employee, her staff, who was aide, okay, while he was working, because it's essentially what it was, okay? And just keep it moving. At this point, that's all you can do. And support James and hopefully pressing charges, because he deserves to do it. At the end of the day, there is nothing he could have possibly said that would have allowed for what she allegedly did to him, right? And clearly he didn't ask for that girl to be there.
Yeah. He didn't have the conversation and say, "Hey, Chrisean, come on out. This is going to be great. Come and be a part of this." Like, I feel like he was probably the last person on the stage to even know, or one of the last people to know. It's like, all right, sweetheart, we didn't know,
Right.
baby, we didn't know,
And
we really didn't know.
She also deleted, by the way, she deactivated her social media. Now, here's how she did it.
Bye.
Okay. So soon after all this, after she went live, right? That those pieces that you heard, of course, people were going in on her, because the reality is, one, she didn't acknowledge anything. She didn't deny, nor did she claim, right? She was just like, I had a good time. So what? I don't understand all this clout chasing. I mean, what? So she was getting lit up in the comments, right? And then, of course, there were clips of her everywhere, because concert goers were putting clips out, that type of stuff. People from her camp, whatever, right? Then there's clips that she went live. So those went out, right? Because people were screen recording them. At the end of the day, okay, with all of this, y'all, I'm just curious to see how this is going to all pan out. I have so much in my head.
I honestly,
in my head, but she after all this came out, after her getting lit up, she put on her social media, she was deactivating her Twitter, that she was deactivating her Instagram, and when she did, people were like, "Oh yeah, we'll see you tomorrow," right?
Right.
But then right after that, she put out something that said she's signing back into her Snapchat. So yeah, she deactivated, and she did. She deactivated her Instagram. She deactivated her alleged X account or Twitter account. But soon after all that, said she's signing into Snapchat. So clearly she can't get off of social.
She never will.
And it's not going to happen. That is literally her bread and butter, right?
Yep. I literally was about to say that.
That's what Pop was saying earlier when we were talking.
That is straight up her bread and butter.
Literally.
I mean, honestly,
why are we at a loss of words?
No, but like literally we think we are done with her, but she for sure ain't done with us. So for a fact we're gonna get more and more information from her, and more BS that's coming out. She's gonna be out here acting the damn fool, doing even more stupid stuff here very, very soon. It'll be about the baby. If it's not about the baby, it's about Blueface or Blue Balls, Blue Sean, whatever you want to call him. All right, or his new fiance, his first baby mama. I mean, it's not done yet, okay? But all I gotta say is I pray for the kid. I pray for the families that are all involved in this, and it's sad because a lot of them are all just want to be a part of the group chat, and some of y'all just need to shut up, just tranquilo, chill, and just let them figure it out for themselves, or be the positive beacon of hope. Help them find counseling, help them find the right people to discuss things, and help them change their image that they have out here in these public streets. Because let's be real, the court of public opinion is looking at all of them and just laughing. They are a sideshow joke, and that is terrible, guys. That is absolutely sad. You don't want to be a joke. You want to be a part of the triumph, right? And there could be hope for her. It may not be over for her like that.
She may not waste this opportunity, is what I'm saying.
Exactly. There is hope for her if she starts acting right. But the question is not if, it's when will she start acting right. Okay. Anyway, guys, we appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. We're working hard. Okay.
Yes.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Crush it. If you appreciate the conversations, we really appreciate you guys being a part of the conversation with us. But if you enjoy the rapport, the banter, the whatevers, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, we're really working hard out here, guys, to give you guys the information that you need. Okay, but anyway, guys, it is time to get going. And before we get going, please remember to keep your motherfucking hands to yourself.
That part.
I just said it.
That part.
Motherfucker for a reason. Keep your hands to yourself, okay?
For real.
If I was Italian, keep your hands to yourself. Whatever the hell that is. Anyway, guys.
By the way, just FYI, y'all, a few y'all asked about these. They light up.
There it is. Blow.
I was being turn them on. They light up, y'all.
I just figured you were going to turn them on for like when it was close to the Christmas time.
I don't forget
like that. It's okay. It's okay. You know
we
what I mean?
love you guys.
Yes, we love you. We love you guys. Have a great one. We will be seeing you guys very, very soon. Much love.
Love y'all. Mwah.